助けてほしいかナナミ。心を燃やせ。限界を超えろ。
Hello and welcome to More Than Headlines, your weekly anime news podcast powered by Audio Technica, made by Australians for global citizens. I'm your extremely humble host, Brendan White, aka the Salt and Pepper Senpai, and joining me in the studio, my trusted co-host and rival, the Itadori to my Toro, Courtney Smith. How the bloody hell are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to maybe make it a thing for now. Who knows? But I'm doing good. We are here recording episode 8 of More Than Headlines on Saturday, the 13th of July of 2024. And yeah, we're going to shuffle the deck a little bit as far as the show structure. So it will feel same, but slightly different. We just thought we'd keep things fresh and interesting and see if this new formula is the one that takes us to the promised land. But yeah, Courtney, what do you reckon? Shall we jump into some news?
Let's read the news.
Strap in for this drop.
You like the news?
My goodness, my insides are just feeling so much worse right now after eating a ton of leftover Chinese for dinner, but that's a story for another day. But first up, Courtney, Crunchyroll has deleted and disabled all comments and reviews across its platform. This includes comments on all videos and on all articles. Jeesh.
It's crazy. And while Crunchyroll states that the reason for the platform change is to prioritize creating a safe and respectful community environment, it's most likely a result of two things, I think. So the AI-generated subtitles in multiple languages on My Deer Friend Nokotan, which has caused huge outcry within the anime community, and for good reason. They were really messed up. My other theory is that there were a slew of comments on Twilight Out of Focus from a lot of people feeling that they were being forced to engage with an anime that focused on members of the LGBTQIA plus community, which is a little bit silly in my eyes.
It's very silly. And first and foremost, like, no one's forcing you to watch these things. Like, you're the one clicking play on these anime. So anyone that's carrying on like that, pull your head out of your ass and shut up and, you know, focus on the things that matter instead of drilling down and attacking Crunchyroll and the people behind Twilight Out of Focus for unnecessary reasons. Like, yeah, there's no gun to your head saying you must watch this anime to maintain relevancy. But outside of this unnecessary hatred that gets thrown around on the internet, and specifically through Crunchyroll in this regard, I feel this makes sense because there is a lot of time and money that goes into maintaining and monitoring forums and comment sections on any old website. Like, we've all been on, you know, like YouTube for a mainline thing, but you go throughout the, you know, Reddits and stuff like that. Like, if things aren't moderated, it gets out of control and people are often held with zero accountability for their words and their actions. So I get it, because you want to make sure your platform is seen as a safe space for various communities and representations out there. You don't want to jump onto Crunchyroll and go, I'm going to check out Twilight Out of Focus, and see just this hate speak getting thrown around and go, you know what? I'm not going to check out this anime because I don't feel safe. So I understand what's going on, but I just don't understand these constant crybabies. Like, it feels like little toddlers throwing their toys out of the cot for no apparent reason. And this is my biggest gripe constantly within the internet, within communities in general, because there's just this rage culture where people are just looking for an excuse to get pissed off over things that don't really directly concern them. And that's evidence here with this first piece of news. So be better, you bunch of dickheads.
I think it also kind of comes through, like, even looking at Megan Thee Stallion, right? Like, she is like a huge fan of anime, but the fact that she made it known, and now there are anime fans who are, I think, probably in this circle of complainers that are like, oh, she's not a real anime fan. It's like, no, stop being weird and gatekeeping. Like, this is the reason Crunchyroll's turned off comments. And look, I totally understand where Crunchyroll is coming from. You don't want any kind of like abuse or nasty comments under your content. At the same time, though, I'll definitely miss seeing some unhinged and very, very wrong takes from viewers underneath episodes of anime. Honestly, it was a highlight for me reading and thinking, thank God I'm not this kind of anime watcher.
I kept pretty oblivious to the comment section on Crunchyroll, to be honest, but I've now been heaped into the algorithm because I've started to go, you know what, maybe I need to invest more time in Threads. I feel that could be a platform sticking around. So the anime algorithms got hold of me there. And the amount of idiotic takes on there where they're like, these are the only pillars of anime. Unless you've watched the classics, you don't know anime. All this stuff. It's like, no, just fuck off. Let people enjoy what they enjoy and don't hold them to unnecessary standards. Like, you like what you like. Don't yuck anybody's yums. Don't gatekeep. Just enjoy the medium for what it is. So also follow me on Threads at More Than Senpai.
Sneaky. In other news, though, Sony Music Entertainment Japan, along with its subsidiary Aniplex and Pocket Pair, the dev team behind Palworld, have announced a brand new joint venture called Palworld Entertainment. Through this, the companies are expanding Palworld beyond just a video game and setting their sights on merchandising and licensing.
And listeners, viewers, and just general fans of More Than Headlines, if you haven't heard, Palworld is a multiplayer survival game that was released earlier this year. A month after it was released, the game had reached 25 million users, making it one of the largest games of 2024 by far.
So the reason this is in the anime news this week is because if we've got Sony Entertainment Japan and Aniplex, who are a anime licensing company, if these two are combining with Pocket Pair, the dev team, it might mean a Palworld anime in the works, which could be interesting. What do you think, Brendan?
I'm not at all surprised by this because this game, yes, it's a monster. It came out of nowhere. It's gone on to generate nearly $500 million since it's been released earlier this year. So it is a juggernaut of a game. And for anyone that don't really know what Palworld is, just think of Pokemon with guns. That is the easiest way to compare and describe this game. I don't know how they've managed to get this released, and there has been some things released in an official capacity from Nintendo saying, oh, we're going to evaluate and assess what's happening here, if there's any potential conflicts and legalities to be sort of dealt with. But there's been radio silence since the game came out in February, I think it dropped. So it's been out for a little while now. But it is surprisingly fun to play. Like, the world is pretty vibrant, and they've been, I guess, off the back of the amount of money and success they've had, they've been putting a lot of development back into the game, building it up. There's tons of pals out there. There's very much the Wish and Temu versions of Pokemon that you do see with some of these pals. Like, there is some definite appreciation / copying of your neighbor's homework going on here, but it's enjoyable. The world goes mad for Pokemon, so it makes sense for them to say, you know what, if we can sort of franchise and monopolize this space a little bit more and get this into more people's eyes and hands through the game as well, it's silly for them not to do it, really. So yeah, there's going to be millions upon millions of dollars made off this franchise, I'm sure, because yeah, everyone loves Pokemon. Everyone loves the concept of having monsters in your pocket and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, Palworld's going to do that, just now with a weapons and gun-based exterior. So yeah, I'm keen to see where it goes. I jumped in hard early. This game, had a ton of fun with it, but then got bored of it and went on my way after that. So yeah, I think there's still people out there, and it's still a pretty rabid fan base. But yeah, $500 million this game made. And I think by memory, the development team behind it was like a dozen people made this game, and it just went boom. And now it's going to go boom down the line with anime and manga and TV and film and everything else in between, I'm sure.
I actually never played Palworld. It didn't really look appealing to me. But in saying that, the only game that really is appealing to me is League of Legends. I have a problem. You can follow me on TikTok, Kotani_san, to watch some League of Legends gameplay.
Mm-hmm. I respect that. But this is going to be a money earner for everyone involved, I'm sure. And shout out to the band KDA. Shout out to Madison Beer, because my goodness gracious me, that is something. All right, something that is also something a little less positive in comparison to the previous bit of news we just talked about. You might remember a few weeks ago that we reported on the teaser trailer for Rick and Morty, the anime. Well, the title is back in the headlines again with a full English trailer and a debut date of August 15th. The series will premiere on Adult Swim in the US, with the stream will release on Max on August the 16th.
The series will be in Japanese, but the Adult Swim premiere will be dubbed in English, with the Japanese version to be shown during Toonami's midnight block on August 17. There is no release date for Australia as of yet, though, so Aussies will need to wait, which won't be hard.
Minor spoilers, but I feel this is going to end up about as good as the Suicide Squad is currently, because I've been sort of participating. I've got like a bit of a rule of 3 with anime. I'll check the first 3 episodes out and probably decide then and there if it's worth pursuing. My stubborn ass usually watches it to the end, but as far as people that are new to various franchises, I'll say check out those 3, and if you're not vibing after 3, get to stepping. But yeah, Suicide Squad Isekai has been a little mid after that lukewarm first episode, and I'm feeling very done with it. And I already feel that I'm done with Rick and Morty the anime, because I don't really like pickles in life, and I most definitely do not like Pickle Rick. So goodbye, Rick and Morty the anime. It's been nice knowing you.
Okay, pickle hater, Jesus.
They're just not very good. I'd prefer to just eat cucumbers. Like, why why pickle a cucumber?
It's delicious. Pickles are good. I love a sour snack. But the new trailer for Rick and Morty the anime has really just cemented for me the fact that I'm not interested in the Rick and Morty universe, like in any way, shape, or form. And while I do love the wacky art style, it just feels off. Like it feels, I loathe to say this because I loathe to criticize anyone's art direction, right? But it feels unfinished. And it's like a minute, 30-second trailer. And the whole time I was just watching it and I was like, what is happening? Like, it looks like crap. The actual trailer is dubbed in English too, but they didn't recast all of the English voice actors from the original cartoon. And I was doing a bit of digging, that potentially could be a union-connected choice from Warner Bros. If some of the actors are part of the union. And of course, there are still some strikes and things going on. So yeah, it's a bit stinky.
Stinky is a perfect word to describe this. The franchise is stinky. This art direction and just general direction of this anime overall just feels a little strange to me. Like you said, like the art style does not mesh with me at all. But also then the themes and just that general Rick and Morty vibe doesn't vibe with me either. So I'm with you. Like, I am out on this. Anyone that is in on this, I'm happy for you. And I hope that it's everything you want and more. But I'm going to go watch far better things and use my time far better than what you'll be doing watching Rick and Morty, the anime. But Courtney, a couple of quick little bangers as well, just surface level headlines. Great news for any fans of the Apothecary Diaries, because season 2 has been confirmed and it will be returning in 2025. Cannot wait to see you back on our screens, Mau Mau. Love you. Love this world. Love the art style. Love the concept. Just love everything about this universe. Are you hyped yourself for some more Apothecary?
I'm so excited to see more Jinshi. I love his character so much, and like Mau Mau is great, don't get me wrong, but Jinshi is the reason that I watch the Apothecary Diaries.
See, this is why we work so well. You can have Jinshi, I can have Mau Mau. There's no conflict, there's no fights. Like last week when I'm like, hey, can I be friends with Megan the Stallion as well? And you're like, no, piss off, mate. She's mine. So I'm happy that we've sort of planted that line here. You said it. It's on file. Anyone that hasn't listened to that episode, you shot back. I'm like, can I come too and hang out with Megan? You're like, no. It's so rude.
Actually,
so rude.
I was like, I don't remember saying that explicitly, but it does sound like me.
I get it. You're protective and defensive of Miss the Stallion, so I understand. So that's fine. But something else is also fine. Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 4 has been confirmed, and it will be officially returning to our screens in 2025. The sequel anime will begin with the Hawaii trip arc. I have not read any of the manga. This is like a blind watch-along for me. I love this world. I love this concept. Chizuru Mizuhara is also one of the ultimate waifus for me. She's just sweet as pie. And it's just a fun, enjoyable concept. And I enjoy that we're in sort of college and into adulthood as opposed to the usual sort of high school young kiddie trope when we've got these awkward romance situations. So it's a little bit more relatable, a little less creepy to watch, even though it is a concept about renting someone as a girlfriend.
I actually have not seen Rent a Girlfriend. I think the season it was airing was one of my off seasons, when I was presumably very busy with something like
playing League of Legends.
So I actually haven't engaged with it. But now that we've got a fourth season announced, I'm definitely going to go back and catch up before that airs in 2025.
It's really good. It's funny. It's heartwarming. It's emotional. And yeah, don't let the name Rent a Girlfriend throw you. It is worth the time. It isn't, creepy and laden with ichi. It is, it's a good, mature watch. And yeah, 4 seasons. Hype.
Crazy.
Hype. All right, let's shift our focus to what is on the horizon, Miss Smith. And we're just going to be talking about notable releases for the week ahead, as well as any notable updates for those big ongoing titles. July 12th, we see the debut of Bye Bye Earth. What do we got coming our way on July 13th?
July 13th even. Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World? And the second court of My Hero Academia, beginning with season 7, episode 148. I'm so behind.
Hurry up. They even gave us a week off to try and catch up.
I know. I'm trying. You know what it is? It's because I watch My Hero Academia with Dan, and we're currently catching up on Spy Family. So My Hero Academia next, don't worry, we'll be there soon.
It is interesting too, because they've shifted My Hero now to a day earlier the release than they did for the first course. So we're having those Sunday, Australian drops, but now we've got the Saturday. What do we got coming out on the 14th of July, sorry. Jesus.
Both of us. July 14th, we have Atri, My Dear Moments, and Makaine, Too Many Losing Heroines.
I think either's right.
Brother.
Brother. Ooh.
Can I say this bit?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I've always wanted to say something like this. And that was On the Horizon, presented by Otaku Box.
I've got a couple of boxes on the way, and once they land, I'll send you some stuff up to do an unboxing in your way, because I don't know if you know much about Otaku Box, but they have some very not safe for work boxes available. So it very much leans into the eyebrow raising statues and merchandise. And I'm very happy to have them on board here with More Than Headlines. And we've got plenty more greatness coming our way, courtesy of Otaku Box. So get hyped. All right, the last bit of episode we're going to be tackling here today in that episodic structure, or restructure, I should say. What have you been watching this week? So we're going to be highlighting notable standouts, notable episodes and things, all spoiler free. We're not going to ruin anything for you out there, but we just wanted to highlight some things that we're watching that might be worth your time. So Courtney, lead us off.
All right, let's get the big one out of the way. Oshi no Ko Season 2, Episode 2 just dropped a few days ago, I think. It is so juicy. So juicy.
It is like the midday movie or afternoon. It's like anime Bold and the Beautiful or Days of Our Lives. Like, I am all for this world, and I am eating just out of the palm of their hands, scene by scene, word by word, because it is so gorgeous and so, like you said, it's so juicy and intriguing, and there's just so many like threads to this story that are still yet to be sort of explored. So I'm super, super positive so far, 2 episodes in on season 2.
Yep. So we're still on the arc of the 2.5D stage play. Episode 1, the mangaka, the author of the manga, came and was like, actually, I hate this. Please redo it. Bye. And then this episode is dealing with the aftermath of that, which is just so good. And like, you think of like the plot of the first episode and it's like, how can this get more exciting, right? Like, sure, they can resolve it, but how can they do it in a way that's so exciting? And they did it. They managed to make it so much more, juicy and dramatic than I thought they would. So kudos to the Oshi no Ko team.
It's so good. And you need to get High Dive to get on this, because High Dive's got a great library, and this is certainly one of the champions of that library. And I can't wait to see where this season goes.
Can I just mention quickly, High Dive, I tweeted about it, but they brought back Himoto Umaru-chan, my favorite anime of all time. Season 1 is back on High Dive. Now you can watch it. I have the Blu-ray, of course, so I could watch it anytime. But
Of course
if you
you
don't
do.
have the Blu-ray, you can watch it now. Go watch Umaru-chan, everyone.
It is so great. I'm a big fan of that anime, and it's the best. So yeah, go watch it, High Dive, or ask nicely, and Courtney might lend you her Blu-ray. Maybe, I don't know. I wanted to shout out one that I've been watching. Oh, we've been collectively watching again because great minds think alike. Yep. We checked out the first episode of My Dear Friend Nokotan, and holy moly, the bar for insanity and just constant moment to moment laugh out loud scenes is set very high with this anime. This first episode, I was cackling right from the rip all the way through to the end credits. You know, bad AI subtitles aside, I was howling, and I love this anime, Courtney. I love it.
Shika noko noko noko. The theme song, that is stuck in my head for the rest of my life. Like no other song will be stuck in my head except for this theme song. So this anime is like Nichijou on drugs. There are so many references. It's hilarious, like references to other anime, other games, other media generally. And also the CGI idea, like every time they come up, I'm like, I'm in heaven. This is what heaven looks like. It's CGI idea.
Yeah, it is such an unexpected delight. Like we were sort of speaking its praises as far as our most anticipated for the season, and this first episode certainly stuck the landing for me. Like I'm all about it. I love this insanity. I love the characters. I love the fourth wall breaking. I love the narration that's getting thrown in over the top as well. And like you said, the mixing in of not only other anime and other pop culture based reference, but mixing in the CGI and also then the real world video cinematics as well. Like seeing the little deer cakes getting made at the end and whatever else. Like I'm like, this is just so bonkers, but it is exactly what I needed and exactly what I hoped it was going to be and more. So it's a front runner for the best of the season after the first episode.
And you know what? I'll say that it's shitty that the AI subtitles are being made and used, but in a way, the ridiculousness kind of adds to what this anime is bringing. Like, not only are you watching this random nonsense that the anime is bringing, but also you don't even get to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
it's
just
great.
so much happening, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. Like if this is the first episode, it's only going to build from here, I feel. So strap in because we are going for quite the ride. What else are you watching this week, Courtney?
Of course, I'm watching Alya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian. I am 15 minutes into episode 2. I was watching it just before we started recording. All I have to say is my brother.
I caught up on episode 1. I watched episode 2. Episode 1 was phenomenal. Yes, completely agree with your discussion and talking points regarding the panty shot from episode 1. Episode 2 wasn't as strong as episode 1. There was some themes in here. I don't want to spoil anything, but there were some themes in here and some directions they went where I'm like, oh, is this needed? I don't know if this is necessary, but maybe big picture it's going to play out. But overall, gorgeous, funny, smart, awkward, wholesome, all those things that just, combine to make a cocktail that I can sip on all day. And I'm still in. The first episode, really strong. Second one, not as strong, but still has me interested. Loving Alya, loving Kuze, loving Soyu as far as the 3 main characters we've been introduced to in the first 2 episodes. And yeah, I'm hyped for more Alya Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian.
There is one plot hole in the second episode. I'm like, you could really not be in this situation, which is my only gripe. But other than that, I'm like, it's fun.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I don't know why this hasn't just been nipped in the bud straight away, but I'm assuming there's some type of reason as to why, and we'll find out. But like, yeah, you could just eliminate all of this awkwardness and uncertainty just by saying blah. But instead, They're like, no, they're going to keep us on the hook for a while.
We'll spoil it next week.
Yeah. Okay. What else? What else you got for me?
Okay, so I have watched the first episode of Mayonaka Punch, which got a pretty low rating on my anime list. I'll actually tell you what it is at currently. 7.07 is its current rating. And my thing with my anime list, I don't rate anime, but a lot of people do. And usually if something is between like a 6.5 and a 7.5, I'm like, this is a maybe don't watch, just quality wise. But I thought this Mayonaka Punch sounds really fun. So I was like, I'm going to watch it anyway. And I love this show. Like episode 1 is fantastic. I don't know why the hell it's got a rating of 7.07 because it's hilarious. It's got vampires. It's got girls who are dreaming about other girls. We love it. Women are the best. What else does it have? It's got a cancelled YouTuber. Like it's just so good. Like I don't see where people are struggling to enjoy this, and I highly recommend. It's also really pretty. The studio is PA Works, and it's one of their originals for the season. They did Buddy Daddies, they did Angel Beats. Really recommend Mayonaka Punch.
Okay, it's on my watch list. I haven't got around to checking it out. Yeah, I do have a love-hate relationship with the scoring structure on my anime list. I wish that they allow us to do like decimal pointed scores, because a lot of the times I feel that it's more of an 8.5 than a 9, but I just naturally will scale it up because I'm an optimist and a nice guy. But yeah, I'm keen to check it out. I'll give it a look and report back my thoughts and feelings on Mayonaka Punch on episode 9 of MTH. Another one that I checked out, it's not in the current season, so I'm sort of skipping around that sort of point here, but it came out last season and it's really hard to find. I did find it through some nefarious means, so persecute me should you choose. But I went and checked out Girls Band Cry. It's something that's on the My Anime list. It's actually reviewed really well. I think it's like an 8.5 or thereabouts. So a lot of people have checked it out. It is different in the animation style, where it does lean into the digital aspect of anime as opposed to the traditional, more hand-drawn style. We see a lot of CG happening here, but it follows a young girl named Nina Iseri, and it leans into some of those similar concepts and beats that something like, if you've enjoyed Bocchi the Rock, leans into, where we're getting this depressed, dysfunctional girl. She is socially isolated, socially awkward, not really understanding what's happening, runs away to Tokyo to try and make something of herself, joins a band, and then tries to learn how to interact with others to realize that there are kind people out there, and that, she does have a place in this world. And it's really heartfelt. The story is great. The characters are great because there's a lot of flaws in all the characters you meet along the way. They're not clean, sort of cookie cutter types that you see a lot in some of these anime. And the use of the CGI, but then they mix in other different medias as well. So you get almost like a Into the Spider-Verse type of vibe, where you're just sort of genre and media jumping a lot within these scenes. And then also like a little bit of Persona for anyone that's played the Persona game. So there's all these different sort of things coming together to create Girls Band Cry. And it's sweet. I'm 7 episodes into this season. I think it's 12 or 13 episode run. I'm hooked. I'm keen. I'm going to finish it over the weekend because I like this world. The soundtrack is also an absolute humper. The songs that these girls are singing and creating are fantastic. There's actually a real band that sort of spun off the back of this as well, called Girls Band Cry, and they tour and put on gigs and stuff. So it's kind of cool that they've got all this coming together into another one of these really heartfelt, dramatic, musical-based anime. Like you said last week, Courtney, like girlies doing good things together. Like that's what this is about. And I think it's right in your wheelhouse.
I am so excited to check this out. My copy hasn't fallen off the back of the truck yet, so I'm still waiting. But as soon as it does, I will watch it and let you know how I go.
Sounds fantastic. And I think you've got one more here on your list as far as what you've checked this week that you wanted to shout out.
Okay. So have I spoken to you about Chikawa yet?
You have not,
Okay.
no.
This anime has very, very quickly become one of my favorite shows of all time, and it is based off of like a 4-coma manga, and it's just like silly little cartoons of like a hamster and a rabbit and a cat, and they're like little kids and they like play around in their like big bright colorful world, but also it's so fucking cooked. So Chikawa is about Chikawa, who's like a little hamster, and Chikawa is nonverbal and scared of everything and cries at the drop of a hat. Chikawa lives by himself, but he has a best friend called Hachiware that is a cat, and he talks like a 6-year-old, but he talks, and he's really lovely and tries to support his friends. And then they have a friend, Usagi, who's a little rabbit. He doesn't talk, he just screams and goes, ha! And loves to eat food. And this show I discovered when I was in Japan. It was on Netflix. Each episode is like 2 minutes long. It's like really little
skits.
Yeah, little skits. They've just released episode 100 now on High Dive. It's all on High Dive. And it's just really weird because they do things like they meet a terrifying looking suit of armor who's alive and makes them a little pochette, a little bag. And it's the cutest thing ever. They find a giant plate of pancakes and Usagi eats it all. And he's so weird and a freak. And then they also find a bug who they're like, oh God, it's evil. And Chikawa's like, no, this bug isn't evil. And then it turns out the bug's evil and Chikawa gets really depressed because the bug is evil. And I just need you to know this is what my brain is like. Like that's inside my brain all the time. And I've never seen a show that got me the way Chikawa does.
I'll add a couple of episodes to my watch, especially if they're little 2-minute bangers. I can chew through these pretty quick.
Honestly, and like at first you're like, oh, this is like really cutesy and like kiddie. And then like suddenly it just gets like a bit weird and you're like, oh God.
Do you know, is it like targeted and made for kids, or is it just got that look and aesthetic where it is more so aimed at adults?
So the original manga is aimed at adults, I would say. It's like just a cute, like Pop Team Epic almost, like that kind of vibe. Like there's a honey badger that drinks beer in the manga, but then in the anime, because it's so cute and the characters are really loved, it has a like prime time slot like in anime on the TV. So basically any like more adult references they've taken out. So the honey badger doesn't drink beer, he drinks juice. But the themes are still very not adult, but like that you can sense there's more behind it than just being silly. So yes, I highly recommend.
Okay, something for the kids and for the adults. And it's interesting because it sort of just shows as well just the reach that some of these studios have. Like Doga Kobo is the studio behind this, who are also the studio behind Oshinoko. So you see the artistic interpretations and the quality and the level of detail contrasting between these two is immense. So it's kind of cool in that way. But yeah, I'll check it out. There's 138 episodes currently available of Chikawa. So I will watch a few of these as my homework for the week and report back on my thoughts on this little train wreck of an anime.
Yeah, I was in Japan with my fiance and I made him, well, my husband, and I made him watch. I made him watch the whole thing and he was like, Courtney, please.
Stop.
But he loved it at the same time. So, but we're all caught up now. It's fine.
Well, that's good. That's good. I've got some homework to do. But Courtney, that brings us to the end of episode 8 of More Than Headlines. Anything you wanted to mention or shout out before we turn these studio lights off for another week?
Yeah, just quickly, like I mentioned earlier, I'm streaming League of Legends now on TikTok. So follow me at Kotoni_san. Brendan will pop that in the show notes. I won't do it, but
it will all be in the show notes.
Yes. Anything from you, Brendan?
Not really. I am not streaming on TikTok, but maybe I'll just come harass you in the comment section now that I can't do it on Crunchyroll. So I'll throw all my spicy hot takes in your TikTok comments instead of on Crunchyroll. But
goody.
Yeah, get ready for that. But yeah, you can follow us on them socials. You can follow me at More Than Senpai. You can follow Courtney at Kotani, and be sure to rate, review, subscribe this podcast and all the other podcasts you'll listen to on the regular. Those ratings, those reviews, they take no time. They cost no money. It's just positive, good karma. So pay it forward with the juicy 5-star review if you can. And if you're checking us out on the video platforms, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment on there as well. We're also, chucking these episodes up on TikTok and on YouTube as well. But head on over to morethanhentai.life. That URL is safe to chuck into your work network, so don't worry about anything flagging there to get your hands on the tastiest merchandise in the land. And while you're there, you can join the Sugoi Squad from the low price of $1 to get exclusive access to content you will not find anywhere else on planet Earth, and also get some of these fantastic little pins here that have been made. So you join the squad, we'll send you a toasty, juicy, fantastic collector pin you cannot find anywhere else currently on planet Earth. But listeners, viewers, otakus, friends, or friends-to-be, whether your anime be subbed, dubbed, or still yet to come, enjoy yourself, and much love to all the gorgeous waifus and husbandos out there. Goodbye.
Mata ne.